Hello guys and welcome back to a new episode of Laps and Yaps, first episode of 2026. We're going to be having episodes weekly from now on a Friday, just to let you all know what's going on. And my interview episodes will just be worked into that posting schedule, I guess. So you might have me, you might have someone else. But we're starting off with like a motorsport preview for 2026. So what's going on in the world of motorsport? What's going on in my world of motorsport? So we'll begin with Formula 1 because that's what everyone cares about the most. Well, majority of my audience. So we have obviously the regulation changes, and they are massive changes. Like we're talking engines, we're talking no more DRS, we're talking weight limit changes and size changes. I was trying to think of the word. I was like, let me get it made smaller, but I don't want to say smaller cars. But then I would, because maybe Monaco is going to be a bit better for overtaking. I doubt it, because they get it made smaller, but not massively. Like they're still quite big. So yeah, we're going to have a really switched up grid, I hope, but probably not too much, because remember, money is key. So teams like McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, they're still going to have the most money compared to like Haas, Cadillac. Don't really know much about Cadillac actually. They might have a bit. Audi, Williams is something I wrote down because I think they're gonna have a good season. Like they were getting good. I said they were getting good. They were good. They were having a good season. They had a good season. Not they were having. They did have 2 podiums. Yeah, Williams had a great season. Like Carlos Sainz podium in Baku and Qatar. Obviously, Qatar was very much because other teams decided, let's be idiots. And then the other thing I wrote down was Cadillac and Audi, because obviously Cadillac, a completely new team, and Kick rebranding to Audi. I believe neither of them are Audi on powertrain engines. Are they still on Ferrari? I can't remember. I know they're switching to Audi powertrain at some point, I think. I'm going to have to look into that one. And then also we have one rookie, Arvid Lindblad, in the Racing Bulls. Which means we only lost one driver. So it's kind of like a 2023 to 2024 grid. But it wasn't a rookie, it was Daniel Ricciardo. But still. But I think Lindblad, yeah, I got distracted. I was going to say I think a lot of contracts ended this year. So who knows? Both Mercedes drivers just on 1-year contracts. But my brother was like, George is going to win the title. Okay, mate. Whatever you want to believe. But Hadjar's in the Red Bull. I said that Hadjar's going to win a race. But yeah, anyway. And then I thought we could make one bold prediction. So my one bold prediction for 2026 is Williams to win a race. Maybe it's not that bold after the podiums, but I'm putting it in now. I don't know which driver it'll be, but Williams will win a race. That's my section on Formula 1. If you didn't 10, we're going to end it there. Not the whole video, just the Formula 1 part. The next part I wrote about was endurance racing. Mainly because of Max Verstappen. I've always been an endurance fan, but obviously Max Verstappen, getting into it. Where's his photo gone? Like, I tried to put Verstappen racing, obviously, because they're now with Mercedes, because I remember those news articles got written, and it was like, Verstappen makes sudden switch to Mercedes, and it was like Verstappen racing. But my dad was like, oh my god, and I was like, no, Dad, it's okay. But I hope to see him in some of the 24 hours races. I think the Nürburgring, obviously, I want to go to the Nürburgring 24 hour, but my schedule doesn't allow for it. Spa, and I put Le Mans, but obviously it won't be Le Mans because that is a World Endurance Championship, and to be in that one you have to win Elms and stuff, and that's hypercars, whereas he's doing GTs. It was hypercars, LMPs, LMP3s. Yeah, so they're different, but I just wrote Le Mans down because it's another 24-hour race I want to go to. Hoping for 2027. But yeah, I think the Verstappen GT is going to be a lot more this year. But it's also get quite involved. Also, it's like whole Verstappen racing team Redline thing is really like is such a good project because some of those sim drivers have become actual drivers, like Lullum. I think I saw that he was leaving Team Redline, which is really sad. I wonder if he's staying with Verstappen Racing. It's probably been announced, I just haven't seen it. And also we have obviously the World Endurance Championship again this year, and European Le Mans Series back at Silverstone again for another year. Who wants a trip? Yeah, I don't even know what I'm yapping about now. And then also Junior Series. So my main point from here is Formula 2 Colton Herta, who has moved out of IndyCar to Formula 2 because he is reserved for Cadillac, or he wants to be reserved for Cadillac and get into Formula 1 with them, but you have to have super license points. So he moved to F2 to get them, and then now FIA have gone, oh well, you can get points in IndyCar. Imagine being him. Imagine you're because he's quite old compared to normal Formula 2 ages. So imagine you've been racing in Indy all your life. Maybe not all your life, but for quite a few seasons, and then all of a sudden, okay, Colton Herta, yeah, so obviously done Indy for quite a few years, and then you move. But maybe F2 will be good for him. Obviously, I think those cars are more similar to Formula 1 cars than Indy cars are. Kind of. I don't really know. Oh. Okay. And the final bit I want to touch on is my 2026 plans. So, in terms of visiting events, I want to do some Formula 4, obviously, some Formula 4 abroad, which is good. And then my 2021 third time's a charm. My 2026 plans is majority Formula 4, GB3, GB4, and then European M1 series for Silverstone. But also, just in terms of content and stuff, obviously Laps and Yaps, doing it weekly, and then getting more drivers on it, so more Formula 4 drivers, more GB3, 4. I want to do multiple GB3, GB4 drivers, because this year I literally did I did long interviews with 2 of them, which we don't really want that. Okay, we want more. But obviously, who I would love to have on this year, I've got a list, kind of. Okay, I've made my British F4 list, that's it. But quite out there, I would love to do Roman and Cash Felber together or separately. They're twins in British F4 competing for Tech, but their contact email's the same. Who else have we got on here? Oh, Kiara Batting, I think that's how you say her name. Sorry I said that wrong. She's doing high-tech British F4 and she's a Red Bull Junior. And I just want to talk about her role. And obviously we always want to have Mark Webber on here. I say that every time. It's always Mark Webber. I did love him. Just really want to interview Mark Webber. But yeah, there you go.